Have you ever felt like you were living in a world that does not quite understand you? Like your thoughts run deeper, your emotions are more intense, and your sense of purpose is almost overwhelming. If that sounds familiar, you might be an INFJ, the rarest personality type in the world. INFJs make up less than 2% of the population, yet they are some of the most influential thinkers, writers, and visionaries throughout history. People often describe them as mysterious, deeply intuitive, and highly empathetic, but what does that really mean? And why do INFJs sometimes feel like outsiders even when surrounded by others? In this video, we're diving into the complex and fascinating world of the INFJ personality type. We'll explore what makes INFJs unique, their biggest strengths, their hidden struggles, and how they navigate a world that doesn't always understand them. If you're an INFJ, you'll probably recognize yourself in a lot of what we discussed today. And if you're not, this will give you rare insight into the mind of someone who is. Before we dive in, I want to hear from you. Do you identify as an INFJ? Or do you know someone who fits this description? Drop a comment below and let me know. And if you enjoy exploring personality types and deep psychology, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. Now, let's get started. 1. INFJs feel different because they are. From an early age, INFJs sense that they don't quite fit in. While other kids are busy playing and chatting about cartoons, INFJs are often lost in their own worlds, pondering deep questions about life, humanity, and purpose. They may struggle to find people who truly understand them, leading to feelings of loneliness or alienation. But this isn't a flaw, it's a sign of depth. INFJs aren't interested in surface-level interactions. They crave meaningful connections and deep conversations. If you've ever felt like an outsider, it is not because something is wrong with you. It is because you see the world differently than most. 2. The all-or-nothing mentality. INFJs do not do anything halfway. Whether it's a career, a relationship, or a personal project, they are fully invested, heart, mind, and soul. This is why they excel in whatever they set their minds to, but it also means they have little patience for anything inauthentic. For example, if an INFJ senses that a friendship is built on convenience rather than genuine connection, they won't waste energy maintaining it. They would rather have 1 or 2 meaningful relationships than 100 shallow ones. This all-or-nothing approach applies to every part of their lives. INFJs give their best, but expect the same in return. 3. The secret magnetism of INFJs. There is something about an INFJ that makes people open up instantly. Strangers will tell them their deepest fears, coworkers will confide in them, and friends will seek their wisdom. This is because INFJs exude warmth, understanding, and an almost psychic level of intuition. People feel safe around them. They know an INFJ won't judge them but will instead offer insight and compassion. However, this deep connection can also be exhausting. INFJs absorb the emotions of those around them, and if they do not take time to recharge, they can become emotionally drained. 4. The INFJ sixth sense. INFJs do not just see people, they can read them like a book. They can read between the lines, picking up on emotions, motives, and hidden truths that others miss. Have you ever met someone and immediately sensed that something was off, even though they seemed perfectly nice? That is the INFJ intuition at work. They do not need evidence to know something is wrong. They just know. And most of the time, they are right. This gift makes them excellent at understanding people, but it also makes them wary. INFJs can tell when someone is lying or manipulating, and they have no patience for deceit. 5. Truth over everything. INFJs do not care about flashy words, status, or appearances. What matters to them is truth. They crave authenticity and meaning in every aspect of life. If an INFJ senses that someone is being fake or manipulative, they will distance themselves without hesitation. They do not waste energy on pretense. Instead, they seek out people and experiences that align with their values and beliefs. This deep desire for truth also drives their love for philosophy, psychology, and self-reflection. INFJs are constantly questioning, learning, and evolving. 6. Introverts who look like extroverts. INFJs are social chameleons. They can be the life of the party, captivating a crowd with their warmth and charisma. But the moment the event is over, they crave solitude. Unlike true extroverts who gain energy from being around people, INFJs expend energy in social settings. They enjoy deep one-on-one conversations, but too much small talk or surface-level interaction drains them. They thrive in meaningful discussions, preferring quiet cafes and intimate gatherings over loud parties. If you have ever felt exhausted after socializing, it is because your mind was working overtime, processing every detail and emotion in the room. 7. The deep convictions of an INFJ. INFJs are not easily swayed. They hold strong beliefs about justice, morality, and purpose, and they will stand by them even if it means standing alone. This can be both a strength and a challenge. While it gives them integrity and determination, it also makes compromise difficult. An INFJ will not tolerate dishonesty, manipulation, or injustice, no matter the cost. This makes them powerful advocates for change, but it also means they sometimes feel like they are carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders. 8. A small circle, but a loyal one. INFJs do not make friends easily, but when they do, those friendships are for life. They do not believe in shallow connections, and they would rather have a handful of true friends than 100 acquaintances. If an INFJ calls you a friend, you can be sure that they mean it. They are fiercely loyal, deeply caring, and always willing to support those they love. But if you break their trust, do not expect a second chance. 9. Driven by purpose, fueled by passion, INFJs are natural high achievers. When they commit to something, they pour their heart and soul into it. They are visionaries who combine creativity with discipline, making them exceptional leaders, writers, and creators. But their deep sensitivity can also make them prone to self-doubt and perfectionism. They want their work to matter, and when they feel like they are falling short, they can spiral into frustration or anxiety. This is why INFJs need to remind themselves, progress is better than perfection. Your worth is not defined by your achievements, but by the impact you have on those around you. 10. INFJs trust their hearts over logic. While INFJs are highly intelligent, they do not rely on facts alone. They make decisions based on what feels right, often trusting their gut over what looks good on paper. This means they prioritize emotional connection over status, authenticity over popularity, and purpose over profit. It is why they often choose unconventional paths, because they refuse to live a life that does not align with their values. Being an INFJ is both a gift and a challenge. You see the world in ways others do not. You feel emotions more deeply, think more critically, and love more fiercely. Yes, it can be lonely. Yes, it can be overwhelming. But never forget, your depth, your passion, and your intuition are what make you extraordinary. The world needs people like you. People who lead with kindness, who seek truth, who inspire others to be better. So embrace who you are, trust your instincts, and never dim your light just to fit in, because the rarest souls are the ones who change the world. If this resonated with you, hit the like button and subscribe for more content on personality, psychology, and self-growth. And tell me in the comments, what is the most INFJ thing about you? I would love to hear your thoughts. And until next time, take care and keep letting that beautiful light of yours shine bright.